Looking for a free virtual assistant business plan template? I've got exactly what you're looking for in this video. I release new videos every single week here on my YouTube channel, so make sure that you subscribe to be notified every time I release content for you. My name's Abby Ashley, if you haven't met me yet. I completely replaced my income with just virtual assistants. And I actually eventually replaced my husband's income as well.
Yeah, she did.
So in this video, I want to give you the step-by-step method that I took to do exactly that. How do you start a virtual assistant business in a way that's going to replace your income? Well, most people are going to tell you that you need a business plan whenever you start a new business. And I'm here to tell you something that may surprise you. You don't actually need a business plan. What? I know. Now stick with me because I know you came here looking for a free template and I am still going to give you just that. Okay, here's what I mean by saying you don't need a business plan. You don't necessarily need a business plan in the traditional way that most people talk about business plans. Generally, whenever you need a business plan, it's because you're taking out some kind of funding or you're trying to get a loan or if you're going into some kind of a partnership agreement. However, virtual assistants is totally different. Being able to start a virtual assistant business is so simple that you usually don't need any outside funding. You're usually able to bootstrap the business, which means you don't need the formal 20-page business plan that most people say that you need whenever you're starting a business or when you're maybe going to, be renting a building for the next 3 years. You don't need that. What you do need is a plan though. So I'm going to be giving you my anti-business plan inside of this video. It really comes down to two things that you need to start your business. Number one is a step-by-step template of what you need to do to get your business rolling and to start getting clients. And that's exactly what I'm going to provide for you inside of this video. Number two, you need goals. A lot of times a formal business plan will actually include what are your goals, what are your projections for the next 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, etc. You do need to come up with goals, but I've made it a little bit simpler. In fact, I have 2 templates that you can download below this video or by going to thevirtualsavvy.com/template. These are going to be my step-by-step virtual assistant checklist and starter kit, as well as a 12-month goal sheet for you to fill out to start deciding what you want to accomplish in your business over the next 12 months. Now let's look at both of these in depth. Now again, you're going to want to download the checklist below this video that tells you step-by-step what you need to do to start your business from scratch. But here are some of the essentials. Number one, you're going to want to choose the services that you're going to offer as a virtual assistant. Can you answer customer service emails? Can you do appointment setting phone calls? Can you do social media updates? Or can you write a blog post? Whatever it is that you want to decide on as your service, go ahead and decide that before you get started marketing your business. You're going to want to decide on your hourly rate or put your services into different packages. This enables clients to see exactly what you offer in a really clear format. So sometimes virtual assistants will say, I offer 10 hours of virtual assistance for, let's say, $300 or $400. That'd come out to about a $30 to $40 an hour rate. Now you have to choose the rate that's best for you and your services, but this is definitely how you'll want to get started with pricing and packaging those services. You'll need to decide on how much time you can commit to the business every week. I suggest making a calendar and blocking off when are the sections of times I'm going to work on my business. Are you going to wake up a few hours earlier? Are you going to stay up a few hours later? Are you going to try to work during nap time? You have to decide what's best for you and make sure that you are actually carving out time to work on your business. This business won't just magically happen on its own. You do have to commit time to it. And so you're going to want to decide how much time can you really commit, and that's going to help you decide how much money you can make in the business. Next, you'll want to choose a name for your business. Now, I know you want to choose something that's fun or unique, but don't get so stuck on the name that you don't move forward. I was able to replace my income, and my virtual assistant business name was just Abby Ashley Virtual Assistant. So don't get too caught up on trying to think of something super, super fun and fancy. Just choose a name, get started with it. Make sure that you secure the domain name for that. I love using Namecheap. Namecheap is my favorite place to purchase domains. You also want to make sure that that domain name is not trademarked. So you can go to the USTPO website, or you can go to Trademarkia and make sure that your name has not already been trademarked. I have links to both of these sites below this video. Now, as you're doing all this, you might want to go ahead and secure your social media channels. Make sure you do, facebook.com/AbbyAshley or / whatever your business name is. Go ahead and secure your Instagram, your Facebook, your LinkedIn profiles. Go ahead and secure that name if you're able to. Next, you're going to want to decide on your processes. Once somebody says, yes, I want to hire you, what does it look like then? Well, you'll want to have a discovery call. How will you actually facilitate that call, and how will you actually invoice them? There's tools you can use like Wave apps for invoicing that I absolutely love. I love to track my time so that way my clients know how much time I've spent on their business. And one of the best tools for tracking your time is Toggle. In fact, I have an entire video all about how much I love Toggle and how to use it for your own time tracking and reporting. You're going to want to figure out your processes for your unique business. How will you communicate with your client? Will you have a weekly meeting where they'll hand off projects for you for the entire week? What does it look like to work with you as a virtual assistant? You're going to have to decide those processes ahead of time before you land that first client. Now, you do want to make sure that the legalities of your business are set up as well. The very first thing that you'll want to do is set up an EIN number. This is absolutely free to do. I have a link below that you can use to set up your own EIN number. You're going to use this EIN number instead of your social security number, okay? Please don't give your social security number out to people. You want to use that EIN number. It's totally free to get. You'll also need an EIN number in order to get a checking account, a business checking account, because yes, you're going to want your business finances separate from your personal finances, and you'll need that EIN number to set that up. You're going to want to decide if you're going to set up an LLC or not. And that's the decision that you need to choose if you're going to work as an independent contractor or if you're going to set up an LLC. I have a blog below all about what is an independent contractor that you can use to decide which is best for you. Now, I know that this seems like a lot of information, and again, I've laid this out in my step-by-step virtual assistant checklist and starter kit. You can download this and my 12-month goal worksheet at the link below this video. It's thevirtualsavvy.com/template. I'd love to hear from you. Where are you at so far in setting up your virtual assistant business? What step are you on? Let me know in the comments below. Now, the second part of this is that you're going to want to plan out. You're going to want to do those projections. Again, this is what would be in a normal business plan, but it doesn't have to be quite so formal. I love having a 12-month goal sheet where I can look, and month by month, I can see what am I going to do in my business? What are my goals for this month? You know, it's easy to get overwhelmed if you're like, I want to start making, $2,000, $5,000 a month in my business. And maybe that's your goal by the end of the year. But it's so much easier if you say, this month I want to set up, just my business structure. And maybe I'll start marketing next month. And then the next month I'll get my first client. And you break it apart, and it makes it so much easier to get to that $2,000, $5,000 a month goal. So make sure you download that goal spreadsheet, because it's going to lead you step by step through defining what your goals are for your individual business. And don't worry about everybody else's goals. It's okay if what you want looks different from what other people want. Your life situation is different than other people, so don't get overwhelmed with all these people saying they're making, $1,000, $10,000, $20,000 online per month. You focus on what you need and what your goals are for you and your family. I want you to close your eyes for a second and think, what would my life look like 1 year from now? What do I want to wake up and be doing? What services do I want to be offering? What do I want my family life to look like? What do I want my financial situation to look like? Get a clear mental picture of what that looks like, and then work backwards whenever you're figuring out your goals. Now, don't just keep this information to yourself. I want to know what your goals are too. What does your life look like 12 months from now? Let me know in the comments below. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Again, you don't necessarily need a formal business plan for your business. You're not taking out funding. You're not getting a 3-year lease on a building. You're setting up an at-home business that is very, very easy to get started if you just have a step-by-step template to follow. Now, if you've been watching this entire video and you're thinking, Abby, I still need to go back to the basics. What is a virtual assistant? Make sure you check out my What is a Virtual Assistant video. I'll link to it below. Thanks again. I hope that you've enjoyed this content. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to my channel. It lets me know that you want me to make more videos like this one. I'll see you next time.